Thank you for staying tuned. Zimbabwe's central bank has assured a $500 million loan from unspecified international banks to support interbank currency trading from Monday and ease a dollar crunch that has brought fuel and medicine shortages. The central bank introduced a new local currency in February, the RTG's dollar, and launched an interbank trading platform where businesses and individuals could buy and sell US dollars. But dollars have been scarce on the official market, where a US dollar fetches 3.4 RTGs dollars compared to 6.3 RTGs dollars on the black market. The mismatch has seen companies and individuals with dollars selling their money on the black market, where premiums are higher, amid charges that the central bank was manipulating the official exchange rate. The central bank would start assessing the $500 million from today to meet the forex payment requirements of business and individuals. And Saudi Arabia has deposited $250 million with the Sudanese central bank. Saudi Arabia and the United Arab Emirates pledged to send $3 billion worth of aid to Sudan after mass protests led to the ouster of President Omar al-Bashir last month. The move will strengthen Sudan's financial position, alleviate pressure on the Sudanese pound, and achieve more stability in the exchange rate. All right, oil prices jumped as much as 1% in early trade today after Saudi Energy Minister indicated there was consensus among OPEC and allied oil producers to continue limiting supplies. Brent crude futures were at $72.98 a barrel, up 77 cents from their last close. Brent closed down 0.6% on Friday. U.S. West Texas Intermediate crude futures were at $63.39 per barrel, up 63 cents from their previous settlement. The WTI closed down 0.2% in the previous session. Well, OPEC's meets on June 25 to 26 in Vienna, and ahead of this meeting, what does the future hold for the oil market? Let's talk to the CEO International Energy Services, Dr. Dero Fawibe. Good afternoon, Dr. Fawibe. Thank you very much for coming through to us.
Good afternoon. How are you today?
Very well, thank you. Now, what scenario do you see playing out at the June meeting of OPEC and non-OPEC members? Russia has been vocal about raising production, while OPEC's de facto leader, Saudi Arabia, has been wary of a possible price crash that an output increase could cause. Even the United States has also urged the OPEC countries to boost supply.
The current situation is not that of market fundamentals, but geopolitics. A lot with whatever is going to happen in OPEC meeting in June, it depends on what happens between now and the time of OPEC meeting. That is in the Middle East. The situation with respect to Iran and Saudi Arabia on one hand, and also Venezuela, and of course the intervention of United States and Russia. For obvious reasons, Russia is pushing for an increase in production, and it's understandable because Russia will want to play up to United States for increased supply so that the price of oil will not go beyond, will not run away. But if the current
we seem to have lost Dr. Fawibe there, and we hope to get back to him as soon as we could. Now let's look at what's happening at the market. The positive sentiment seen at the market last week spilled into today's trading as the demand on shares of MTN Nigeria continued to rise. Let's talk to Temple Ashaju at the exchange for more. Hello, Temple. Good afternoon. So what's the latest on MTN shares in the market? How is that driving the market at the moment?
Well, the latest estimate is what you see happening to the all-share index of the market now, which is rising some 1.84%, and it continues to grow. We've seen MTN as the largest gainer in the market, as we speak, up some 9.96%, followed by FCMB in the banking sector, and of course, maybe we should also add FBN Holdings, which is really pushing up some volume in the market and is the most actively traded at this point in time. Some 229 million units of his shares, that's FBN Holdings, have been traded in the market. But we really know that MTN has really been paving the way for a lot of trades in the market. As we speak, it's still on bid, full bid, way beyond expectations. We even understand that there's been some kind of off-the-floor trading rather in the markets to the tune of 128 naira. That was the trend we saw on Friday before the markets closed. And I think that is also going on. We also understand that there's been some kind of regulatory and operational meeting that's between regulators and operators in the market on the share price of MTN and the way the floating on this particular company should be managed. We don't know the details of that meeting though, but we know that there's been some kind of very good conversation around it as to be able to see how the markets can manage the 20% floating around it. But as we speak, it's still continuing to rise, and it's not abating at all. It doesn't look like something that will easily be available going forward. However, that has really impacted on the market. Of course, you know that the company is the only firm in the telecom subsector of the market. And so that subsector of the market is really, really pushing up the indices of the ICT sector. I think any moment from now we'll see the ICT sector and of course the telecom subsector enjoying some good reading, positive reading with the way that MTN has been pushing up the prices going forward, Chimeze.
So in all of these, what does the week look like? What's the outlook for the week?
I think the outlook for the week is quite positive. Again, given the GDP numbers that came out this morning, looking very positive. I mean, it beats the expectation of so many analysts. Or of course, it beats that of Q1, where things were not that robust. But this time, it's up by some 2.01% or thereabout, and that's really, really positive, showing that the economy is really recovering, it's improving, and that sends some kind of a positive signal to an extent. It's a good step in the right direction. It sends a very positive signal to the investing community, even though we know that it fell short of the projections of Bloomberg, which had a higher number. So if you put all that together, coupled with the fact that the MPC meeting is going to be coming in tomorrow, it's a step in the right direction, as I said earlier. But then again, investors may choose to be cautious while they wait to see the outcome of the MPC meeting, which commenced today, and we'll hear of the decision of the CBN bankers or MPC members tomorrow. By this time tomorrow, that should be announced, because the projection again is that the MPC will just wait to see what will happen to inflation again, given the fact that the last inflation reports that came out showed a bit of an inch up higher than what we saw in the preceding months. So that's basically the kind of sentiment that we will see. And of course, we shouldn't forget that a bit of profit taking will also set in eventually. Chimeze.
Well, we'll wait till tomorrow to see what the final decision will be from the MPC. Thank you. And with that, we draw the curtain on today's edition of the program. Thank you for watching. I'm Chimeze Obi Iwago.